Okay, Mr. Dave here, up on the rock pile here, and we have piles of rocks sort of around here on this job and this build where there's rocks everywhere in the ground. So many rocks. So we have been moving forward since our last update video with the wide angle horizontal view. So we're going to walk around and talk about stuff and see what's happening here. We have plumbed the starting pond here a little bit. We have figured it out, and it looks like a bunch of snakes wrestling, and that's okay. So we have our main line feed coming across over and up to that one. That then splits into two. We want to be able to regulate both the amount of volume of water going into the pond, pool, spa, which is way down there. That white hose is going to return all the flow that comes to the water feature from the pump, 3-horse pump, and be able to relegate it all the way over to just the pond spa down in the pool spa, or all to the water features. So okay, we can turn it up or turn it down. That's a great option to have. You can have a quieter waterfall when you have a quieter event, maybe at the house, and so that's kind of a good thing. So you have a regulator to have a return line all the way to the base where you're getting your water from, your return lines, which is the spa down in there, the big spas you've seen in other videos. Then we have two coming off, so that feeds over, right? So one goes all the way back to the pool. This one goes over, and so you've got water, pool, return, spa, spa return, pool, and then water feature. So this is now split into two because we have two streams that we're making. One's going to go this way to the right, down there, this walkway. Going to make it so this pad up here where the portable spa is going to be set in, but they can walk around this side stepping on stones with the stream either going around the stepping stones, or I haven't figured it out yet. So that's one stream. The other stream, I will move over here so you can see what the heck I'm talking about. All right. Whoa, I'm shaky on my feet now in my old age. Okay. And the other return, so one goes to this pond right here, right there, and the other one goes to the starting pond up here. So it's going to dump into this body of water. And then it's made to come over and split on both sides to look like the waterfall's breaking up and being put into two. But the waterfall valve over there will be able to turn that up or down, and this one, these two can regulate. So then you can have all one or all the other. This one would be going to the big waterfall that goes down to the back of the spa. This stream is going into the kiddie pool up here, this pond right here, which is going to be really cool to splash around in. Up on the hill, probably a foot deep or thereabouts. And that's going to come through, turn over that little waterfall weir, go into that, and then it's going to go to the left a little bit, and that's going to have a pinch point that goes into the spa. So we have a waterfall going there, and then a big one that's going over this side here that stretches out. It's going to be 4 or 5 feet wide. So this will probably need more water to have it be more vigorous, but they can regulate it because of the valves, people. That's what I'm trying to explain here. And I'm not always good at that because I talk too much. But anyway, there's a 1/2-inch drain lines for all bodies of water, all little ponds, so that you turn things off, they empty out, and you don't have to keep running it on a regular daily basis. The hot cold flux of hot water, of hot temperatures and cold water going on in the rockwork concrete does quench it a little bit and causes texture coats to sometimes come loose. So the less you have to do that, the better. So we turn it on, and it fills everything up, and then when you turn it off, it'll all drain, and so there won't need to be a worry for green ponds up here. A lot of times they have to put those little rubber duckies with bromide tablets in the little ponds on the water feature up on the hill, and that sort of looks goofy when you have one of those. So flex PVC, I just bought a roll of it. It was like $160 for 50 feet. Pretty easy to snake it on down through this whole big long feature, and it's a pretty long one, so we'll cruise on down. I can't remember if the last long video has this whole pond basin done, but we got the grid in just like you have in a pool, i.e. spa on this one. Big giant spa over there, so might put a couple across. I like put something crossways on rockwork and features and stuff, just a couple extra sticks just to really lock it in. Need to make a little rock over there over those boulders and stuff, those river rocks, all round stuff that's in the dirt all around here. So this is going to come up and well over, probably have a stone there or something like that. Stones also maybe to step up out of that area and climb into here because this is a bit of a drop. But people and kids and little boys especially of all ages will climb and climb and climb on everything. So being able to climb up this whole thing, bouldering on up, is probably going to be happening. And I like that. So bottom step over there is As they walk it down, and this will be a planter, which is great. Nice, good size. So that dirt will be excavated to some degree, however much they want. Good planting soil brought back in, and this could have just a vigorous bunch of cool plants, maybe some queen palms. They could put a couple in there, stuff like that. And so this will have sprinklers, uplights, also conduit, maybe setting in here for a landscape lighting. You want to be able to do landscape lighting. Nighttime is the magic time. So coming down here, remember it splits, gonna come around that rock right there. One will fill up the kiddie pool, one will go down the stream. That big, long, vigorous stream that we're working on. I figured out a little bit of how that's gonna work yesterday. As I walk down here very carefully. It's very important to walk carefully when you're old and you have neuropathy in your feet. And your feet aren't always communicating to your brain where you are in 3 dimensions. So, pre-made bubble, just set it right down there. Looks good, fits good. Attach it with sticks of steel and bitty bomb boom, you got yourself a nice boulder. That'll just be filled up. They're gonna put more rocks in there to make it solid-ish. Shapes here, pinch points for water to come through. This one's gonna be tumbling down over there on that side there. So cool. Burlap's gonna need to go there. Could backfill this with the rocks like you can see out in the distance, and I've shown in other videos. So waterfall coming off that little pond, going in, going around that way, and this thing's gonna snake its way down and come over here and drop into the pool, which is a ginormous spa pool, as my other videos have indicated. Still trying to figure out how the steps are gonna work right here. The steps on the inside of the spa are gonna be probably a big radius right here, and then going down in between these two jets. And so somehow this upper area will need to be figured out. A faux rock there maybe. That's all going to be leveled off by the skimmer and the autofill. So that's a a landing, as it were. So do we make a deck there, or do we have it roll your feet over? How big of an edge do we make a landing on top of the bond beam? So all that is needing to be determined. Over here, we are filling in the spots with ballast, sort of, rubble. Not rubble, I guess, but you could say stones from this site. These are all from the site, and there's so many. So client made the footings right there and got the little L bends, just like you've seen in my other videos. That's a good way to make your rocks so they're not going to rust ever. This one can be cool, nice and flat. That could all be blown out the same day they shoot this ginormous spa. All the planks and scaffolding stuff needs to come out, obviously. So I'll be doing that, and so you can start to see how it's going to play out. Over that area, we're going to make some chairs on those rocks that the client made. 2024, after their course, they took my course and stuff, my training, so that was fun. So I'm going to have to figure out how the steps and stairway is coming from the left side up and around. But like I said, we're going to have some steps that go around that side of that retaining wall and some this side, but that's going to be mixed in with the stream bed. And over here, we're electing to put a nice big stone next to the bigger stone, which does give a backup, give a sense of scale, because the spot is so big, the scale is so big, so having larger stones is good. You don't want all these little stuff, and you can end up making everybody the same size, all the rocks, and you want them different variations. That one over there is a little boxy. I'm probably going to bend it around and add some stuff to get it more pointy somehow, get a little more natural looking. And so we've filled up a lot of this wall here with the little stones, river rocks by the glory gore, so many. This will be poured in, and then we pull it tight as we do our pegboard. We've done that on other fixes and stuff too, because we like upside down. If I just left it, the shotcrete guy could blow that face, but if he blows it and no one's here to pay attention, it could end up just going shoot, and I want that undercut shadow right there. These other points of detail and negative space going in. Gonna add some more steel here. We might go ahead and pre-pour some of this. I like pre-pouring details, same like right in this little notch, prior to shotcrete day. Shotcrete day is hectic, crazy, flailing, screaming, hose blasting, super noisy, and my skinny little arms just get worn out, and so I can't possibly be everywhere at once. So being able to do these details and figure them out ahead of time is a good thing. So pre-pour that little pocket right there. Might modify the steel a little bit and push it back. We'll see how that goes. So all right, yeah, it's looking good, people. I think we're making great headway, and that is awesome. So we will let you know how things go and keep you updated. In the meantime, remember, as I like to always say, be thankful and forgiving. As my nose runs, and you do these videos, a lot of times my nose starts running, and that's really annoying, so sorry about that. Anyway, remember to be thankful and grateful and forgiving. If you do that, you will be a happy camper in your life, because life's too short. I'm 68, coming up on this 5th of July, America's birthday. God bless America, yay! And Jesus is coming back soon. Are you ready? Have you got him in your heart? Get him in your heart. He'll carry some of the burdens, because you don't need to, and you're not supposed to carry all the burdens by yourself. Life's too darn hard, people. So make sure you get Jesus in your heart, and you just say, yes, I need your help, Lord, and clean me up, because I'm a mess, and try to be good, but sometimes I don't make it. So, all right, I'm rambling. Have a good day no matter what. If you want to help me out and keep me going, doing these videos and making content, go to davehenderson.podia.com and look all the way down, scroll down to memberships, Rockin' On member. You could be a Rockin' On member, bro, for sure, dude. So you can be a Rockin' On member. $10 a month keeps me going, keeps me alive, and helps me have the time to take away from jobs and work in the studio and make videos and stuff for you guys. So yeah, sign up to be a Rockin' On member. Thank you. All right, see how long I can talk about that. That's enough. All right, so have a good day no matter what. And we will see you on the next one. All right, okay. DaveHenderson.podia.com to find free downloads too, as I'm remembering, as I'm rambling. So grab that free stuff. And if you want to learn how to do this stuff in more detail, you can get a course. And the courses, of course, are pretty awesome. Yes, they are. All right, I'm shifting arms because my other arm is getting tired of holding the camera. All right. Hope you guys have a good day no matter what, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye. Ooh, turn it around. Aim it at the stuff. There we go.